Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar. Today, we are discussing Tarleton State University's Master's Program in Curriculum and Instruction. And I am pleased to be joined today by several faculty representatives. As they are going through their presentation, if you do have questions, we ask that you please submit them using the Q&A box or the chat box, and we will handle those at the end. But for now, I will just turn things over to our faculty.
All right, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to talk a little bit about our Master of Education in Curriculum and Instruction. We do have several concentration areas to choose from. These can all be completed online, and our 6 concentration areas are Curriculum and Instruction Generalist, Content Area Specialist, Educational Diagnostician, Certified Reading Specialist, Child and Family Studies, and then Instructional Design and Technology. And as we go through the presentation, we'll give you a little bit more information about each of those. So our first one is the Curriculum and Instruction Generalist. This is a 30-hour concentration area, and it's perfect for classroom teachers who want to stay in the classroom but increase their knowledge and experience in teaching and educational design. Some of the available elective courses include special education, English as a second language, and instructional design and technology and reading. So you really get to have a variety of coursework. And the generalist concentration area will help prepare you to offer support to classroom teachers and to students in the K-12 or higher education setting. The admissions requirement for this concentration area are completion of a bachelor's degree and a 2.75 GPA. For program completion, you will do 30 credit hours, which includes 4 of our core classes that we have listed there, and then 18 hours of approved graduate elective courses. And those can be, reading, education, special education, all of those different areas. And we do have a thesis track option, or we have an option for comprehensive exams and capstone. This concentration area has admission for summer, spring, and fall, so you can start at any semester point. Can all be completed online, and then the typical completion time is 5 semesters if you're taking 2 classes per semester. That is adjustable depending on your work schedule. Okay, so this will help prepare you for a future as an instructional coach, a curriculum director, or a professional development coordinator. It's also an excellent path if you plan to pursue a doctorate in curriculum and instruction in the future. And again, the admission requirements are there. We do not require a GRE for admission to this program. If you have questions, you can reach out to me. My name is Dr. Elizabeth Garcia, and then there is my email address and my phone number. Email is usually the quickest way to get a response back, but phone calls are welcome as well. All right, our next area is the Content Area Specialist. This one is a little bit different. This is a 36-hour program, and it's perfect for secondary content teachers who want to earn a master's degree in education, but also to earn 18 graduate credit hours in their teaching field. The Content Area Specialist concentration allows secondary teachers to earn their required credentials to teach dual credit classes and to increase their depth of knowledge in their teaching field. Again, the admission requirements are the same as they are for the generalist, completion of a bachelor's degree and a 2.75 GPA. For this program in the 36 hours, you're going to take those 4 required core courses that are listed there and 6 additional graduate level credits in education. And then you're going to have 18 content area graduate credits. So for example, if you are pursuing English, you would do 18 graduate credits in English as well. So depending on what your teaching field is. Again, with this one, we have a thesis track option or comprehensive exams and capstone. And just like the generalist area, you can start this program in the spring, summer, or fall. Everything can be completed online. As far as the education coursework, for your content area, that's going to depend on the availability and course offerings of your content area. So that would be something that's offered through the English department, for example, if you're pursuing English. Again, typical completion time is 5 semesters. That might vary depending on the content area course availability and the rotation that they offer those courses. Okay, so this is great if you are planning to pursue a career as a dual credit teacher or to adjunct at the college or university level. Same admissions requirements, completion of a bachelor's degree, a 2.75 GPA, and we do not require a GRE for this one. Okay, same contact information there. All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vanderberg, and I'm the advisor for the Educational Diagnostician program. An educational diagnostician is an expert in the field of special education And what we do is we assess students to determine if they are eligible for special education based on the 13 categories under the special education law IDEA. In the state of Texas, there are many different roles that you might have as an educational diag. Sometimes it's assessing students, sometimes it's being an ARD coordinator. But what we do in our program is you learn a lot of different areas beyond just assessing and how to work in the field of special education. Program requirements to become certified as an educational diag. You must have a master's degree. You can earn the master's degree concurrently with curriculum and instruction and taking the coursework then for educational diag. There is an alternative certification if you already have a master's degree. You will need to have 3 years of classroom teaching experience in a public or TEA accredited private school. You can apply to the program after 2 years of experience and complete the 3rd year while you are finishing the program. You'll need to pass the educational diag exam through the state and complete all certification coursework. The coursework is listed here. It's 8 different classes, 24 credits. If you are earning the degree with the curriculum and instruction M.Ed, then you will be able to have 3 different classes that you can take at any time with that. Oops. This profession is really high in demand, especially right now with the law that passed with screening for dyslexia, and it's needed across the state. And ZipRecruiter states that currently in Texas, your average beginning salaries ranges from 55 to 71. Once you're in the field a little bit longer, the pay increases. To be admitted to the program, you'll need to apply. And again, it depends if you already hold a master's degree or if you need to earn that concurrently, then there's 2 different paths for that. And so these are the other requirements. They're the basic requirements that you would need to be admitted to most of your graduate programs. It doesn't require the GRE. One of the things to take note of is it does require a GPA of 3.0 or higher in either your undergraduate degree or the last 60 hours of another higher education degree. This is my contact information. Please reach out to me at any time. Email is better than contacting the office phone. However, either way, I will reach out and make an appointment to speak with you. Thank you for your time.
All right, our next one is our Certified Reading Specialist program. Reading specialists play a critical role in campus effectiveness and student achievement. Candidates who complete all requirements for this concentration area will possess the knowledge and skills necessary to improve the performance of diverse student populations in Texas. Through various learning experiences, candidates will develop knowledge and skills within each of the following reading specialist standards. So some of the things that we will be covering will be components of reading, assessment and instruction, strengths and needs of individual learners, and professional knowledge and leadership. The program requirements, in order to receive the Standard Reading Specialist Certificate, so this is a certification program, candidates have to successfully complete all of the Reading Specialist program requirements, successfully complete the Texas Reading Specialist exam, hold a master's degree, and have at least 2 creditable years teaching experience as a classroom teacher. So you must be a certified teacher with at least 2 years of experience and have completed all the coursework and passed the reading specialist exam. We have a list of the core course requirements. So these include some of the same ones required for all curriculum and instruction master's degrees. In addition, the rest will be reading classes, and then you do actually have a literacy practicum that will take place usually in your current place of work. Okay, so this your future could include classroom teacher, literacy coach, literacy curriculum specialist, literacy interventionist, staff developer, or Title I reading teacher. The admissions requirements for this program are admission to the College of Graduate Studies, a 3.0 GPA, and then there will be a program application with written responses and an interview. So this one does have additional admissions requirements once you're admitted to the College of Education. Okay, for contact information, please contact Dr. Melissa Wicker. Her email address is mwicker@tarleton.edu, and you can also reach her via phone at the number provided.
The next concentration is Child and Family Studies. And so this concentration is geared towards people who want to work in a classroom or also in a different type of educational setting with younger children. The students on this degree plan might already be working with young children within the education field and just want to expand on what they're doing. So there are 2 concentration courses that you have to take with our program, the Child and Family Studies. The first one is Advanced Human Development, and the second is Family Theories and Research. And then you get to choose 4 of the courses that are listed there, and that would kind of be based on what your interest area is, or maybe the area that you might need more assistance in based on what you're already doing. All of our courses are offered online, and they can be taken no matter what campus you're part of or if you're a distant learner. Most of our courses are offered in an 8-week session. There are some 16-week ones depending, but that's really only, I think, 2 or 3 of our courses. You can enroll in our program in fall, spring, or summer. There is no GRE requirement. There is a 2.75 or higher GPA required for admission and a 600-word purpose statement. I am the graduate advisor and also one of the faculty members. And so if you want to reach out, you can email me or you can also call. Emailing would be the best and probably the quickest way, but I will also take phone calls and schedule time for us to meet.
All right, the next concentration we're going to talk about is our instructional design and technology concentration. So this is really designed for educators or teachers who are passionate about technology use and implementation, as well as those that really want to lean into and kind of like learn more about integrating technology into your classroom. So it is also a 30-hour program and it is fully online. There is a required capstone and comprehensive exams. You can see the course layout below. There's 3 core educational courses that you take, and then you take the rest of them are concentration courses. What is unique about the EdTech concentration is that our educational technology courses are only 8 weeks long. So you can take, you could take one in the first 8 weeks and one in the second 8 weeks. So you could have 6 credits, but only be working at one course at a time. I do like to mention that there are 2 of our courses that are only offered in the summer semester. So if you do take, look into this concentration, just know you would be taking at least 1 course over the summer, and you can start fall, summer, or spring. Okay, so your future, a lot of our graduates in this concentration will move into, there'll be a technology specialist, an instructional designer, technology director, curriculum designer, those sometimes like teacher leader roles amongst their peers, team leads when it comes to technology. We don't have any special admission requirements other than admission to the College of Graduate Studies. We prefer a 3.0 GPA, but you can also be admitted conditionally if it's less than that. And I am the advisor for that program. There's my contact information. Feel free to reach out via email or phone. Probably if email would be the quickest response, but then if you do apply and get admitted, we can set up an advising appointment via Zoom.
All right. Well, thank you so much to our faculty members for that wonderful advice. For our live audience members, if you do have questions, now would be the time to submit those. You should see a Q&A box or even the chat box that you can use to submit your questions. And while we're waiting for those to come in, I did have a few questions of my own, if you don't mind. I heard many of you say that your concentrations are available fully online. I was just curious, are there any uh, concentrations or coursework that would require someone to report in person for class?
Not to one of the Tarleton campuses currently. Two of the areas, the reading specialist and the educational diagnostician, include practicums, but those can usually be done in the graduate student's place of work. So it's not that there's no face-to-face component, but they would not be expected to report to the Tarleton campus.
Yes. And then I heard many of them require people to already be functioning as licensed teachers in the state of Texas. Are there any concentrations where someone might be able to come straight from undergrad without the teaching license?
Sure.
Child
The
and
only
Family-
two oh, I'm sorry, Lisa, Dr. Taylor Cook.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say for Child and Family Studies, you don't have to have your teaching certification.
Okay.
Yeah, so for the other ones, the only ones that require teaching certification are the reading specialist and educational diagnostician. Most of the courses are built, for current classroom teachers, but it's not for the other ones. It is not a prerequisite that you're a certified teacher. Just understanding that a lot of the content is going to be kind of built around that.
Yes. And so in the admissions process, at what point does someone indicate the concentration that they're pursuing?
So, as soon as someone is admitted to the College of Graduate Studies for the Curriculum and Instruction program, they receive an admissions email. And then I follow up with that with an email that explains about our different concentration areas and the contact information for each of the advisors. And so at that point, the student can either reach out to me for more information or to those content advisors to ask more about the program. And then once they've decided on which concentration area they want to go into, then their advisor will file a degree plan for them that will indicate their concentration area.
Very good. Any success stories you want to share about some of the students you've worked with over the years? How have people been able to leverage this credential in their careers? And I know it varies quite a bit because there's so many specialized concentration areas, but I'm just curious.
We've had so many of our students. We actually have a lot of undergrad students in our teacher education program, specifically who move into the reading specialist program because they are classroom teachers in elementary school and they really want that, additional experience working with early readers. So we've got students who are now, reading specialists at a lot of public schools in the area. And we've actually had students go through the generalist concentration area and go on to get their PhDs in curriculum and instruction. So it's really exciting to kind of see them move through that process of becoming classroom teachers and then eventually becoming professors in their own right.
Yes.
Because of the practicum, students are automatically working in the field during that time, or they're at least have a mentor that they're working with as well. And so all of my students that graduated last December are now working in the field as an educational diagnostician. So seems pretty successful for them.
Very good. So I believe there was a concentration geared towards secondary teachers and their content areas. Would those people need to make sure that Tarleton State offers graduate coursework in their content area in order to
Yes, they would.
qualify for
Yes.
that?
Right. So if you're interested in doing the content area specialist and you have a teaching field, in addition to our program, you really need to look at the other departments. So if you're interested in math or English or something like that, you need to make sure from the Tarleton website that they do offer a graduate program with those courses. We're relatively open within that concentration, of which graduate math, you have a little bit of freedom about which graduate courses you take, but it does have to be in one subject area and then they have to be offered, through Tarleton.
Right. So, for example, a
Yes.
history teacher wouldn't be able to do that particular concentration
Correct.
because Tarleton State doesn't offer a graduate history program.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Well, I am not seeing any questions from our live audience members, but I do want to remind them that a recording of this webinar will be available to review on demand on the College of Graduate Studies YouTube channel. So if you need to go back and rewatch, we certainly encourage you to do so. And if you know of others who could benefit from this content, we hope that you will share the recording with them as well. I want to thank our faculty for their time and expertise, and I think with that, we can end our webinar. So thank you, everyone. Hope you'll have a great rest of your day.